welcome to my channel. My name is Anne. I'm behind Savory Buds. For this video, I did an art challenge where I painted every single day for a whole week. This art challenge was called Animal Adventures Week, and it was hosted by a few artists on Instagram, and I'll post their handles right here. Basically, for this challenge, there's a prompt for every single day of the week, and you draw an animal based on whatever that prompt is. And so it's very fun, very cute. I really love painting animals, so I had a lot of fun with this. I participated in this art challenge last year, but I was only able to do a few days. But for this year, I was able to complete the whole week, and so I'm very happy and proud of myself. Before we get into the painting portion of this video, how about we go on an adventure ourselves and visit some animal friends, okay? Okay, let's go. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the little adventure clips. I'm honestly so proud of all the fish animations I made, and I hope you enjoyed them too. Okay, so for the materials, I'll be using Arch's hot pressed watercolor paper and Himi gouache for all of the paintings. I also cut the paper into 4x4 squares just so it's more manageable to paint for this challenge. The first day is spring returns. When I think of spring, I think of wildflowers and how abundant they are during this time. For this piece, I thought it would be so cute to see the little bunnies dancing for joy because the flowers have just started to bloom again. You can see me sketching out the bunnies holding hands and dancing in a circle. I wanted this piece to be really colorful and bursting with flowers. I've always thought that flowers bring so much color and really brightens the world around us. Something that I wanted to work on was my storytelling. So for each piece, I wrote a little something. Some are more descriptive than others, but for this piece, I am writing from the bunny's perspective. And here it goes. This is a time of change. We are at the end of summer and now approaching the beginning of autumn. But when spring returns, we shall sing and dance and rejoice, for the sweet wildflowers have bloomed once again. day 2 prompt was Caught by the Rain. It has been pretty hot here up until mid-October. It only started to cool down a few weeks ago, and I've been really missing the rain. I miss the coolness and coziness that the rain brings, and I kind of miss the gloominess of it all. I can't really find the right words to describe it, but it makes me feel somber, if that makes any sense. For this piece, I painted a little bunny holding a nasturtium leaf umbrella while looking at a raindrop. This was actually my first time painting a rainy background. Usually all I paint is flowers, so it was really nice to go out of my comfort zone and paint something new. For this prompt, this is what I wrote. There is something comforting in being together with the rain. Feeling the coolness of the air, hearing the soft raindrops tap the pavement, and knowing how happy the earth must be to meet again with the rain. Let's go get caught by the rain sometime and just enjoy its presence. Day 3 is by the river. My inspiration for this piece was the Calla Lily Valley in Big Sur. It's so beautiful there. The calla lilies are in between the highway and the beach, and there's a stream that runs down between the flowers. It just feels like a magical spot when you find it. I had a lot of fun with this piece. It was my first time painting these flowers, and I don't know why I never painted them before, but I'm glad I did. And also, usually when I paint animals having picnics, I paint them right in the center. But for this piece, I decided to change up the perspective by having the river come in at a diagonal. I felt that doing this gave this painting more dimension, and I really loved how it turned out in the end. I had shared this piece on a Saturday, and it just so happened that my boyfriend and I had planned to do a mini hike and picnic by the river near our apartment. I think we walked around 4 to 5 miles playing Pikmin Bloom before making it to the spot by the river. It was so nice and relaxing once we were able to sit down. And here are some photos from that day. For this piece, I wrote, "Today is such a beautiful day. The best day to go on a picnic and snack on some juicy blueberries. Down by the river, a mama duck and her ducklings followed the soft, cool currents, just going with the flow as we all should do." Day 4 is Through the Wind. For this piece, I immediately thought of birds. I love birds so much. I think they're so sweet, just living their lives, singing and flying and just doing bird stuff. It feels so freeing to see them live. I have a bird app called Merlin Bird ID where I can either take pictures of a bird or record their songs, and the app will tell me what kind of bird it is. I think it's such a beautiful thing to be able to know the names of the different lives that surrounds us. Not just birds, but flowers, plants, the trees, and all the other animals. I think it's really lovely to be able to connect more to nature in this way. For this piece, I wrote, "The morning air becomes apple crisp as the summer days have started to cool. It's the perfect time to go flying through the wind. Hold on tight to your hat and scarves, but remember to hold tighter to your friends." Day 5 is Among the Flowers. For this prompt, I originally was thinking of having the little bunny standing in a field of flowers, looking up to the sky and just appreciating the world. And as I did a few more sketches, I ended up having the bunny laying in a clover field instead, just being fully surrounded by the flowers. I'm just imagining how happy and content the bunny must be, just laying here and savoring this moment. What I wrote for this piece is really short and sweet, and this is what I wrote. Here it is. I have found it. My heaven on earth. sixth prompt is buried. Initially, I was thinking of drawing a mole living underground, but then I wanted to keep it in the theme of bunnies, so I decided to have the bunny plant a seed instead. This painting is much simpler compared to all the other pieces, but I think that's necessary, especially when attempting to do a week-long challenge like this. For the last two prompts, I kept my writing pretty simple, pretty short. For this one, I wrote, "Buried deep in the cool soil is a little seed. Let's be patient for its beautiful blooms in a few months' time." We're now on the last day, day 7, and the prompt is Rough Seas. This piece was inspired by the movie Ponyo with all of the fish scenes. I really enjoy painting fish. I definitely don't paint them enough, and that's the same thing with birds too. I love them, and I should definitely paint them more after this challenge. For this scene, I wrote, "We have gentle friends living in the rough seas. Let's take some time and go visit them this afternoon." So we have all 7 paintings from all 7 days. I'm so happy with how each one turned out. I really love putting all of the paintings together and looking at them as a whole. I feel like they look all pretty cohesive. It tells a story and follows this bunny's adventure through a week's time. Let me know which day was your favorite. I hope you enjoyed this video, listening to some of my thought process and stories for each piece. I'm trying out different video formats and just having fun with it. So if you enjoyed watching, please give me a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!